Professional tennis players get to showcase their skills every time they step onto the court. But every once in a blue moon, a player makes a shot so incredible that it goes down in the history books forever. In today's video, we are going to be going over the best tennis shots ever taken. And trust me, some of them are so athletically impressive, you will not believe your eyes. So without further ado, let's get right into it. First, Wimbledon 2015, Roger Federer. I'm sure most of you knew that Roger Federer was going to be on this list in some capacity. And here he is, kicking things off with an insane shot at Wimbledon back in 2015. Federer was up against Sam Querrey in the first round of Wimbledon when he performed an absolutely incredible between-the-legs shot that resulted in him getting the point. Querrey fired a shot over the net, which would have handcuffed Federer by landing between his legs, but rather than lose the point and letting the ball sail through his legs, he volleyed the ball back over by placing his racket between his legs and lobbing the ball way over Querrey's head and into the back court. Querrey got to the ball in time but sent it right into the net, resulting in Federer's point. Federer was known for being one of the best players to ever play, but this between-the-legs shot is no exception. In fact, it might be one of Federer's best shots of all time. And if you thought that shot was insane, buckle up because this is just the beginning. Get ready for more tennis greatness. Next up, Stockholm Open 2014, Grigor Dimitrov. If you are a fan of tennis, I'm sure you remember this shot because it is truly one of the most shocking shots ever made. Grigor Dimitrov was facing off against Jack Sock in 2014 when Dimitrov made the craziest behind-the-back shot we have ever seen. Dimitrov had the serve and opened the rally with a tough overhand serve. Sock sent the ball back on Dimitrov's left-hand side, which of course would have forced Dimitrov to play the ball on his backhand. Rather than returning the ball with a backhand shot, he placed the racket behind his back and let the ball hit his racket, which sent the ball promptly to the other side of the court, leaving Sock frozen in place. Sock could not believe that Dimitrov made that shot and had no choice but to let the ball bounce twice and give Dimitrov the point. What makes this shot even more impressive is that it was honestly less of a shot and more of a parry, because Dimitrov did not actually swing the racket. He simply let the ball bounce off of his racket in order to send the ball deep into the empty spot of the court. It is a shot that not many players could have made, and it is one that we won't soon forget. This is truly one of the best shots ever made in tennis, and it's only second on our list. Now we have US Open 2015, Serena Williams. Even non-tennis fans know that Serena Williams is one of the best athletes of all time, and not only that, but she is one of the best tennis players to ever pick up a racket, and this shot from her only cements that. Serena Williams was in a US Open match against Bethany Maddox-Sands when Serena landed a shot so unbelievable that it is still talked about to this day whenever the US Open is on. But Serena's shot will most likely go down in US Open history as the best shot in the tournament's long history. Williams was being ran around the court in her match against Maddox-Sands when she made a shot that looked like it was going to final crack Serena, but instead of cracking and giving her the point, she performed a full splits and hit the ball while fully stretched out, which caught Maddox-Sands off guard and resulted in the point being awarded to Williams. Nobody would commonly pair gymnastics and tennis as sports that go together, but in this case, Williams decided to combine them for what is possibly her most impressive point in her amazing career. But she still has some years on her, so I'm sure she will land another crazy shot before she hangs up the racket for good. Next, Halle 2013, Gael Monfils. Now, if you are a big tennis fan, you would know that Gael Monfils is not particularly amazing, but he does have an incredible talent for hitting trick shots. He has done it many times, in big games and in preliminary matches. Whatever the case or the stakes, Monfils loves to put on a show for the crowd, and during the Halle tournament in 2013 was no exception. While in a match against Tommy Haas, Monfils had to return a lob that was in the air for about 5 whole seconds. Instead of using the shot to land a huge smash, he waited for the ball to drop and bounce off the ground. Once the ball bounced, Monfils did a full 360-degree spin and then proceeded to crush a side swing smash that gave Haas some trouble. Haas did end up returning it, but to no avail, as Monfils did end up earning the point after about 10 more seconds of rallying. Although the shot was unnecessary and would have made Monfils look really dumb if he lost the point, he did of course end up winning the point and earning the crowd's cheers for his incredible shot. Up next, US Open 2014, Novak Djokovic. As most of you watching this know, Novak Djokovic is one of the best tennis players on the court right now, and maybe in history, but this shot shot. This shot is something that even a tennis god could never make again in 1,000 years. During a US Open match against Diego Schwartzman, Djokovic was in a back-and-forth rally which saw both of the athletes having to run furiously across the back of the court in order to return the difficult shots being thrown at them. Eventually, it looked like Schwartzman had finally bested Djokovic by sending a wide shot to Djokovic's forehand that most players would have been forced to send out of bounds, but not Djokovic. Novak slid across the court and sent an insane shot in between the judges' stand and the net to land the ball perfectly in bounds. Schwartzman and the crowd were stunned. And honestly, I think Djokovic was just as surprised that he hit the shot, because I think if Djokovic had 1,000 chances to hit that exact shot again, I don't think he could. That was a 1 in 1,000 shot, and I'm not sure that he will be able to do it again, so take in the glory of this shot over and over again, like I've been doing for the past few hours. Lastly, we have US Open 2009. Roger Federer. The rivalry between the two of the best players in modern tennis, Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic, has seen its fair share of amazing shots. Whenever these two were forced to play against each other, it was always a game worth tuning into. In the 2009 US Open semifinal, these titans were put up against each other, and their match did not disappoint. Federer and Djokovic were locked in a rally, seeing the two return some insane shots. It looked like the rally would never end until Djokovic sent a lob behind Federer that seemed like it was finally going to put an end to the rally by forcing Federer to surrender a point to Djokovic. However, Federer had other ideas. Instead of losing a point, he spread his legs and sent a blind between-the-leg shot to the open side of the court on Djokovic's backhand, which completely froze Djokovic and won Federer the point. Djokovic, the crowd, and Federer could not believe the shot that was just made, which forced Djokovic to break a smile due to the tremendous athletic feat he just witnessed, even though it went against him. While Federer has long since retired, the rivalry between these two tennis stars was unmatched and saw the pair of them battle for the top spot in men's tennis, and it seemed like the pair were continually stealing the top spot from one another. Hopefully, a new pair of incredible tennis players will rise up to take the spot of their rivalry, and hopefully it will be half as good as this one. But even if we never get another rivalry like theirs, at least we have YouTube so we can search up all of the old highlights, right? That's all we have for you guys today on the channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Which of these shots was the most impressive to you? Which impressive tennis shots do you think we missed? Let us know in the comments section below. We hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please don't forget to leave a like rating on the video and to subscribe to the channel with the notifications turned on so you never miss a single upload from us. Thank you all once again, and we will see you all in the next video.